Hello friend, welcome back. In our previous video, I have discussed about our method. That means for our two of this route, here I pass as a get method, right? So with this get method, we get some of the data from to the server. But when you pass some of the data to the server, then we have to use that post method. Now in this video, I will show you that things with the live example, how that post method actually work. For references, I want to do, like if you go to that teespring.com, and every pages they have some of the logging form. Right, into the logging form they have some of the email, and also they have some of the password option. So when you insert any name, that means the email address into the input field area, when you pass any password into this input field area, then it send this data to the server and check this data, right? So that is the one of the example of the post method. So if you want to working with this post method, like here before I use that all our get method for our slash and also for the about. Now I want to create a new one, and better I want to do and to copy it. Okay, copy it. That is our server. For education purpose, I want to do and to make it as a, that will be as a post method. Okay, and here I want to create one of the route as a logging. Okay, for education purpose, I'm using as a logging. So when you use that as a logging, and that is one of the post method, now we have to insert some of the data. Right, how we can actually insert it. For the reasons actually we are using that postman in browser is not possible, but into the postman, if you go to that body, and into the body you can see there is one of the form. Like there is our form key, and that will be our value. Our key will be as email. Okay, and also I want to take another our key, I name it as a password. So that is our form. Two of this key as an email and then password. And I want to put some of the value as a kazi@gmail.com, and I put that password as a for education purpose 1 2 3 4 5. Now that is one of the post method, and after that if you click as a send, it should be redirected to the server. How can working with this? Now I want to work code for this. Now I want to create another route. Okay, after this I want to create another route that will be the same as the app, and now I want to use that our post method. Okay, so that is one of the post method. So into this post method here, that will be the same. First of all, we have to declare our route. Our route I want to make it as a logging, because I have already add that as a logging. Okay, for now I want to write down it as a logging. Great. And then also we have to pass that same our handler, that is request handler. So I will simply pass that request handler, and here first of all that will be as a request and then the response, right? So both of these parameters I simply pass it. Then there is our functional array, and now into this area I want to pass our request. Okay, so into the request, like there is our request, and into this request there is also another method as a body method. Okay, so that is on the body method. So with this body method we will get all that our body data. Better I want to display it with our the console. Okay, better I cut it. And I want to display it into the console. There is a console log, and into this console log area here I pass that our requested body. Okay, I simply pass that requested body, and right now if everything okay, if it's get that appropriate or all the data, I want to response some of the data. That means with this response I want to pass that as a send method, and into this send method area here I want to display some of the message as a user. Okay, user logging successfully. Okay, the user logging successfully. Then it will be return one of this type of the response as a user logging successfully. So now if you want to check it, click as a save all. Every part will be very clear right now. So now you can see our server is now running. Now if you go to our port, that means our postman, into this postman I have already insert two of this key, and there is the value, right? And now if you click as a send, okay, if you click as a send, you can see it's now successfully display our message as a user logging successfully, right? Here I have already done it. That means when our response will be the perfect, and then that will be a response in our response send, it should be display our message as a user logging successful, and for the reasons you can see it's now display as a user logging successful. So as I told you, we get all that our value data. That means here they have some of the key and they have some of the value. All the data you will get everything in our this body. Okay, so if you want to display this body into this console log, I have already displayed, you can see, but right now it's displayed as undefined. So it's displayed the undefined because of all. Right now here we have to install one of the package for this as a body parser. If you go to that Google and if you search with the body body parser. Okay, you can see that is a body parser. I want to install this type of the package. You can see that is one of the npm package. Simply open this npm package. Right now postman we don't need this, and also we don't need this. Okay, now into the body parser, that is one of the package. You can see that is one of the package, and first of all, if you want to install it, you can install it with the npm install body parser. So with this body parser, we can actually get our requested all the data. That means we can actually read our this body data. Okay, here I've already pinned this as a body data. You can see it displays the undefined. Now let's do that work. For doing this, we can actually install this our npm of the package as a body parser package, rather than right now they have some of the middleware. In our next video I will discuss about that middleware. You can see that is a two of this middleware. Okay, here now first of all we have to take both of this. I copy it, and now I want to copy it, and then in our project, into the project, after this I paste it. Okay, so that is our two middleware I simply loaded. But right now that is our body parser. So if you want to access this body parser, we have to install it. Okay, if you don't want to install it, you can see there is also another one as express, as a required express. I have already input that express, right? So you can actually manage it with this express. Better I show you. If you don't want to install it right now, then just simply there is a body parser. Here you have to change it as a express. Okay, that will be as express, and also that will be as express, because I have already input that express with our this variable. I simply updated both of this in here. Now that will be readable. Okay, with this parcel we can actually read our this body data. So now let's check this out. If you now click as a save all, our server is now running, and now I want to hit our API again. Okay, that means here that is our API. I want to hit this API again. Now it's also display as user logging successful. Now that is email, password, email value, and then password value. Now if you go to our terminal, yes, you can see into this terminal now that is our object as a null prototype, and there is an email I have actually added this one, and password I have added this one. Now I hope friend it's very much clear to you what exactly our body, and there is a request all that body, and you can see there is all the data, there is a key data, and then value data is now successfully get it and visible it in here. So if you want to access individually, now you can actually able to access individually everything. Like into this body there is a two of this part key as a email, and another is the password, right? So if you want to access as a email, like after that body I want to access that email. Okay, that is our email, and also into the console log I want to display another one. I want to display another one as a our password. Okay, password. Perfect. Now if you want to get that data individually, click as a save all. Server is now running. We have to hit our API again. I simply hit it. User logging successful. Now you can see it's now successfully get that all that value. So that is an email property value, and then that is a password value. I hope friend you get some of the idea how the post method actually work, and in our next video I'll discuss about this middleware a little bit. So that is step by step process. Literally we'll develop multiple advanced project with this Express.js, but it's very important to know all that basic core part. Okay friend, so make that sure you understand every step by step process. So thanks for watching. I'll see you in the next video.